You're listening to Modern Male Radio with Jerod Zavistoski and Sydney Hall, right here on LA Talk Radio.
What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Jerod Zavistoski, and you're listening to Modern Male Radio. This is all the stuff your mama should have told you and the shit your daddy never knew. And as always, my co-host, Sydney Hall.
This is Sydney Hall. What's up, Modern World Radio? Modern World.
He didn't do his vocal exercises.
I didn't actually. I was rushing. Got here kind of late. Didn't prepare properly.
Normally do a little vocal warm up before, right?
But I didn't. But we'll get it straight. And who's our guest today?
Well, and joining us tonight, actually brought to you by Babe Method. You can find them at babemethod.com. The lovely Playboy cyber girl, Lindsey Pelas.
Hello. He meant to say Lindsey Pelas, but I'll forgive you.
Wait.
I know you had some vodka in that water.
I said Lindsey.
You said Sydney.
He said Sydney.
Did he not?
Did I say? I said Lindsey.
You guys both are.
I said Lindsey.
He didn't do any exercise.
Yo, this is gonna be live. So we're gonna come back, and I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, I definitely said Lindsey. Lindsey, is it Pelas or
Pelas?
Pelas. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you Spanish? What's your name?
I don't know what I am. My dad says I'm French. I'm from Louisiana.
Okay, Louisiana.
Okay, that makes sense.
We're all like
mixed up. Yeah, Creole.
Cool.
Yeah.
So before we get into like the meat, the nitty gritty of it, I found out what trolling is. I'd always thought that trolling was like kind of the same thing as a boat when it trolls the water. And
I thought it was based on trolls.
Yeah, so I guess it is.
Trolls?
Yeah, I thought it was.
No. It is. It's based on trolls.
From the fairy tales.
So
trolls.
I thought trolling was like you trolled the internet to find information. You kind of sifted through it, but
That's
not.
trolling.
That's
I
not
thought
the
it was little
case.
people trying to get into my business.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Kind of
Oh, that was
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
totally.
you
Oh, smart guy.
So I was all this like
Right,
dating
those-
for it, but I'm getting like
yeah.
lit up, and I'm like, what the fuck is up with all these ignorant people? And then I figure out, I'm like, well, actually, I didn't figure it out. Somebody goes, you got trolled. And I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And it's basically where a whole bunch of people will act like belligerent, drunken morons.
Yeah, like little people.
Yeah,
Little people
in
trying
order
get
to
into
just
your-
piss you off.
Yeah.
And it's like,
That's
this
what
is
I thought
a
it
thing.
was.
This is what people do. They're
No,
like,
that's my Instagram every day.
really?
Fuck you, trolls.
Yeah, fuck you, trolls.
Oh yeah.
Kiss my,
Troll on. That's what makes us big time. Trolls.
kiss
when you're
kiss
getting
my
trolled
fucking
and
ass.
shit.
He's not on social media ever, but I'm the one that's always on there, like pushing that shit out there.
I am though a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. I'm getting better.
I think. Did you get an Instagram account yet?
I have an Instagram
I know you
account.
have an
It's Sydney Hall of Fame, but I just don't have the time. I'm doing a whole lot with my life. Not to say that people on Instagram are not doing a whole lot with their life, but I'm doing a whole lot of other stuff besides being on social media. So it's
time
just,
consuming.
It's just time consuming. It's very,
That's why I got somebody to do it for me.
Yeah,
God bless him. Actually, you got somebody to do it for me.
got somebody to do it for you.
How ironic is that? So cool. With Modern Male Radio, we try and cover a broad range and dynamic, just like the book. And too much of one thing is just too much. We've had topics ranging from
sometimes, depending on what it is.
Yeah, and
And what time of the evening it is.
We've had
Or
topics
morning.
ranging from the inner workings of intimacy, polygamy, and even porn star psychology. And I watched some videos of you online because I wasn't sure what we were going to do.
Snap.
And I overheard this little interview of you kind of talking about, what turns you on, what turns you off. And you were talking about the fact that you don't like being treated like porcelain. You kind of like a guy to be aggressive, kind of take it, not feel like he's going to break you.
Little rough and tumble.
I mean, be a man for sure.
Okay.
What does being a man? You gotta explain that. Some people say being a man is caring, and what is
that's important.
being a man to you?
My world, like, I'm independent. I pay my own bills.
Right.
I go home to my dog every day. I live alone. Like, I'm
I
an
see you have
independent.
some dog in your house.
What does that mean?
No, because you had some dog hair on your clothes.
Oh,
so.
you're such a dick. I do. It's my dog Tosh thing. But no, but so many guys are kind of intimidated by a woman who can keep her own. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to sex, you don't want them to feel the same way. You don't want them to be intimidated. You want them to be the man. Because I feel like I'm always doing like the man roles, like
The man
in life.
role?
So in a relationship.
And the man role is making the money.
Dude, it feels like it. I don't know. I don't meet a lot of girls. In fact, I don't know a girl that is.
Could it be the type of
23,
guy you're getting involved with?
But I don't have a type.
Yeah,
I know what I like.
she does
I do.
Type.
No, you can ask around. I have no
That
type.
is the only ones that I like.
Well, see,
The song,
I'm
very
just
very
living
cool. It's
life.
very cool hip hop
is.
song. It's an
It's-
unbelievable hip hop song.
I forget who it was. We had a guest on, and they were talking about this, and it was the woman was the breadwinner in the relationship, but the guy took care of business at home. Oh, I actually think I heard this on a David Data tape not too long ago, and he was like, the relationship works out fine as long as they can kind of fit where they need to fit. And most
There's some role reversal. There's some role reversal going on these days.
yeah,
you know?
and a lot of men, but in the bedroom, that's kind of that place for guys to really like kind of lead, take it, you know.
Well, depending on who you're with again, because some women like to be the aggressor, as they are in the relationship.
Yeah, and I've ran into a few.
They
of
like
those.
to smack. They like to smack around.
Is that wrong?
I think that when
I don't think anything's wrong or right.
I feel like I see like big girls doing that though. That's
girls?
what's wrong. That's how I view that.
I've seen big girls actually be very, very quite feminine. Really, it's funny because they come off so aggressive.
I've seen everyone be everything.
Yeah,
you know,
Okay.
it
but
just
let's
kinda
talk about
depends.
that specifically
You've seen it
for the
all.
second.
Not all. I have more to see. I still have lives to live.
I think that in any situation where somebody would be at some sort of disadvantage that was obvious, they would kind of overcalibrate and overcompensate in the opposite direction.
Maybe.
So, you know,
I think
whereas a woman who's big, she doesn't really feel like she can kind of embrace femininity and that kind of daintiness. So she over embraces kind of the masculine side, and I'm going to take it and da-da-da. Yeah. I mean, but I don't know because, I mean, how many people do you really know that like have had that experience?
I don't know. My big girl friends are pretty.
Yeah?
Big girl
Yeah,
friends.
God, they're aggressive. They want it. They go for it.
But I think Lindsay has an interesting point. Is like, you know, because she's the breadwinner, because she's, you know, she may, you know, have the man role in one part of her life that doesn't necessarily transfer into the other part, which guys may take it as it does.
Yeah.
You know, if you're the breadwinner, if you're always. If you're marching around the house like you own this, you know, they may expect that in the bed also.
Yeah.
So, you
Well,
know, it's kinda, you got
another
to figure
thing
that out
is-
because kind of, you know, mixed signals.
If you're not the breadwinner, a lot of guys can get very, very, you know, all of a sudden they're like, they got a chip on their shoulder. They don't feel like they're good enough. And they don't know
Because that's a man role.
when and where to like push the other part of it
Right.
out and be like, okay, you can make more
Feeling
money than me,
emasculated.
but I'm going to bend you over this counter and we're going to have some fun.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Right.
But
How
a lot of guys
masculine
don't
is
get
it
that.
to be like, you go pay my bills and then I'm gonna fuck you?
That's
up?
called
That
pimping.
is so good.
That's a whole nother word for that. A
I
whole
like
nother
that word,
industry. Right.
But there's such a fine line
Which
there.
no,
and
what's
it's-
funny? What's funny is you had the senator. Who was the senator compared Jay-Z, the Beyonce Jay-Z?
Oh, yeah, to a
relationship
pimp, 'cause he was always
a
pushing
pimp.
it out there, yeah.
exactly, to a pimp.
Yeah. So what do you think, Lindsay?
Wait, about Jay-Z and Beyonce?
No. What do you think about the role? I mean, is it something that's easily communicated? Like, I mean, because I look at it like
It's not
okay,
easily
I feel
communicated.
like I know what women want. Like, I know that we want to be told what to do. Like, I think it's so hot when a man's a man. It's just like in our like innate feeling.
In your
There's
DNA?
some special ones, yeah, that don't like that shit. But most women, we like a guy to be a guy, especially with sex.
So okay, let's talk about that line right there, because obviously you don't want a guy being belligerent and being a fucking asshole, being like you should, you know, ordering you around all the time. But there is something to that where women really like a man to kind of take charge. So where is that?
So
Well,
a fine
look,
guy.
example.
Can I ask one question?
Yeah.
So a fine guy that kind of calls you a bitch is different from a guy you don't want calling you
No,
a bitch.
no.
It's different, you know. Like you know, comedians making funny off of like Snoop Dogg call you. Snoop Dogg call you a bitch, but I can't call you a bitch, right?
Yeah, if you call me a bitch, we're done.
Well,
I'm
we're
like,
not
it's-
talking
it's
about
not-
calling
it's
somebody
not
a bitch.
It's not necessarily the word bitch, but it's actually, you know, being that aggressive, you know.
Well,
Okay,
is
let me tell you
aggression
something.
degrading? Is that, and see, there's a
Right,
really
so-
interesting point. Is being aggressive being degrading? Are you looking down on the person, or are you simply kind of pushing into them?
Listen, you can do it really subtly. There's this guy I went out with. We went out a couple weeks ago. We were at his house having dinner. He had dinner ordered, whatever. And all he asked me to do, he was in the kitchen like cleaning up, and he said, hey, bring me another glass of wine. Or no, it was like, hey, bring me that wine glass. Just him asking me to do something turned me on so
Got
much.
your
'cause
panties wet?
Nobody tells me to do things. Like, they're
I
so
would have asked
afraid.
if it was way over there. I'd be like, yo, give me that.
Well, he
glass.
didn't even ask. That's the thing. He said, hey, bring me that wine
Yeah,
glass.
bring me the glass.
So
That is
hot.
it's still
I think
asking
that's
though.
so
It's still
sexy.
asking though.
Just that little thing. It wasn't too much. It wasn't too little, but you weren't afraid of me for 10 seconds.
So that's
Okay,
what it is.
So that's what it is. Okay, so you have a feeling that guys are, as you said earlier, intimidated and afraid of you.
I guess because a lot of girls
What
seem
if guys are just sweet and that's just how they are?
I love sweet, but you have to, I don't know. I'm so confident, so it's
You
not-
want everything. You want the best of both worlds. You want it all.
I want you to be cool with
But I
you,
mean,
so
that
you
is
can
what
be
the
cool
modern
with
male
me.
movement is about. We're
Yeah,
trying to
it's-
teach guys to become the best of everything.
Best of
Yeah,
everything,
why not?
exactly.
So
We
that's
need a
why
lot
we're
of best of
bringing such
everything.
awesome guests on like you, so we can talk about this. Because a lot of guys would look at you online and they'd be like, "Fuck, man, I really want a girl like that. How would I get that?" And to be honest, it'd be less of a pussy. Like,
Yeah.
and you'd probably have a better chance with you.
So let's
sure.
let's talk about this Spanking and choking a girl out.
Okay, so I brought this up because I had I put this in the book.
It
right?
caught my eye on a piece of paper. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, choking, spanking.
So-
Okay, let's talk about that right now.
I wrote about this in the book, and I actually put diagrams in there of how to properly choke a girl, properly spank a girl. If she
Properly,
wants
huh?
that, if she's into it, yeah, because a lot of guys, they don't know. And it's like you don't choke her, you just kind of squeeze on the sides of her neck. And
On the
you
side?
give it like a firm grip. It's
Kinda-
different. It's kind of a dominance
kinda
thing, not
massaging.
a I'm going to fucking kill you thing. So, but I've been thinking about
I've
I haven't gotten any
I've
feedback
heard some people
on
want to
that.
be killed too.
So I was like, hey, let me
like a
figure out
little
where
murder.
that line
murder.
is.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little murder. What's wrong with a little murder, right?
Once or twice.
Well,
As
I
long as you
wasn't-
know CPR and can bring the person back.
Yeah, and,
Right, then,
yeah.
you know.
I mean,
Well, no, they have the new pass out thing. You know, these kids are doing crazy things these days.
okay,
I will
fair
tell
enough.
you
But we're
that.
not talking about the fetish. We're talking about my book right now.
Well,
The
actually,
specific.
those are in fetishes.
So this was
Spanking,
something.
choking. That's fetish.
Okay, well, I don't cover that in the book. I am talking
that the fetish?
very, very specifically about the fact that there's a thing in my book that I was thinking about taking out.
I know that. Yes, I know that.
And I haven't got any feedback on that. So to hear her talk about this while we were online, or while you were online, you had that little interview, and you're like, I want to be kind of like taken and
so, what is the correct way
a guy
to choke you, Lindsay?
Oh, I don't know.
Describe
I
the
just
choking.
enjoy. I can't describe how to do it. I can't coach you. That's my thing. Like,
See, and that's what
know
we're here
what-
for.
that's
And
That's
dirty
what we're
talk.
here
And
for.
so choking, spanking, dirty talk.
Yes.
Now, does dirty talk go too far? Like, can it go too far?
No.
Dirty
No,
talk.
Never?
I don't think it can.
So that's
I tell you guys
but
a
that brings me
secret?
back to my point. You know what I'm saying? You could say a lot of words in dirty talk. A lot of words can fly around.
Like, what words are you saying? Cause
I'm just saying. I'm like just words in general. If you're in the moment, I'm like the bitch word can
Yeah,
fly
oh,
out.
yeah, yeah.
Dirty bitch can fly
That's
out.
right.
Yeah, but
you
it's
say
but
I
you
love
know,
you,
but
that's
some
what you
girls.
are.
No, but you just said don't call me no bitch.
In reality, like in
But
sex
see, we
doesn't
got
count.
So sex. That's
Sex
what,
is like a different
That's what I'm trying.
world.
Oh, so sex doesn't count. So
Yeah.
you
No.
could,
I've
you could
had
go
girls
to,
literally stop in the middle and be like, "Did you call me a fucking bitch?"
Yo,
and I'm like,
I've had that. Yes.
Yes.
And that's
"So
that's
that,
the
that,
point.
that isn't just us."
Hey, right.
You guys are just assholes.
No, but you're like, yeah.
No,
fuck,
that
you
could
know,
be
you start
true.
getting
I
into
could
it,
be an
and then-
asshole.
Okay, you want to know a secret about like? Do you know what the equivalent to like a guy being called daddy is for a chick?
What?
You calling a girl a good girl. Like
know
she's
what?
taking
You're
it, you're
right.
being aggressive, and you're like, oh, good
Yeah,
girl.
good girl.
You're right.
Any-
Good girl.
That is the
Take
sexiest
it, good girl.
thing you can tell. Putting her in that role and that like
I don't know,
they're
that
being
kinda-
dominated, they're being aggressive.
No,
Ah.
I never put that together. But you're absolutely right.
I just told you the secret to success.
Being a good girl, huh? Is
Yeah.
that,
So hot.
is that
I
why
can't-
old?
I'm
Is
about
that
to
why
leave. It's so
the
hot.
disparity of age is always there? Older guys, younger women. Is that
Maybe.
Is that the whole thing? Every guy wants a girl, and every girl wants her
a
daddy.
Yeah, that could be. I don't know. And there's definitely
Sounds perverse, but there's something into it.
Well, they say that you always go for your mom or your dad or whatever the fuck it is, that Freud shit. I don't know if I believe it.
Freudian. Yeah, well,
I don't
They
really
do.
buy it.
if you have, I'm like, like girls have daddy issues when they have messed up daddies. So,
Oh yeah, certainly.
so there's something to say about that.
And it's funny because the
Be
the
good to your
conclusion to
your
that,
daughter, or she'll end up on the pole. Is that
the
what they
good
say?
girl thing was actually, it came from a girl who had that.
Not to say everyone on
she
the
had
pole
she
was-
had fucked up daddy
yeah.
issues, and she liked to be called good girl. Like that was her
Oh.
thing. So I wonder
Well,
if
okay,
It's
so
a
now
fact.
this is borderline creepy now,
yeah,
right?
we just
Oh, it's not creepy.
Not
If daddy's not creepy,
be a good girl
is
for
not
daddy.
creepy.
That's that's a whole nother world. And like you said, so sex is a whole nother world,
Yeah.
whole nother universe.
Yeah, it's a fantasy. It's like it's something that is not every day. It's when you can lose your inhibition. So you should go and do whatever turns you on.
maybe it's that token on powerlessness, because when you're a kid, you're kind of powerless to this strong male figure, and maybe that's kind of innately what a woman wants you to be. Is she wants to be powerless to this strong male figure, and it has nothing to do with it being your genetic your father.
No, it does not. I don't. Fuck no.
You don't like being powerless to a guy in bed?
Oh no, I do.
Exactly.
We're talking about the father reference. That no.
Yeah, yeah.
that
First
is
of all, the
no way
father
what we
reference
think.
and the mommy reference is true. Not
Where
to say,
they may be similar.
Yes, not to say that okay, you want to have sex with your biological father, but what that energy exudes, you do want that. The energy, you know what I'm saying, the energy that has been exuded from that male figure in your life, you are attracted to that. That energy,
Yeah.
that energy swoons you throughout your life.
I love being swooned.
Yeah, people like
Swoon
being
or
swooned. So
spoon?
that
Both.
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 I say there's nothing like making hard, rough sex to a woman and then spooning after, and then cuddling
No.
after. That's the business right there.
If you don't cuddle after, I'm wondering like what's wrong with you.
Yeah,
That happened to me recently.
I'm a big
It's
time
like,
cuddler.
Well, I mean, there's definitely different kinds of sex, and there's
I've
different
always been
kinds
that way,
of.
though.
If you're hooking up with somebody, I could see maybe not cuddling.
I'm
with them, but-
cuddling with everyone.
But yeah,
I'm cuddling on one night stands. I'm cuddling
I
the whole.
love it.
Yeah, I'm cuddling the whole time.
That's
Yeah,
how
like,
it
yeah.
should be.
I've always been a.
Because my one
spooner.
night stands are not just okay. You're just a piece of meat. No, it's like I'm interested in you also.
Yeah.
It may not.
But
It may
what
not
if you're
last
the piece of
long,
meat?
but I'm still interested. I'm interested
you're
as a
enjoying the
person. Yeah, I'm
moment.
enjoying the moment.
What if
exactly.
you're the piece of meat and the bitch doesn't want to cuddle with
I've
you?
been the piece of meat before, and I've been called certain things because I am the way I am.
Wait,
and I
what
take
things?
I've been called gay. I've been called homosexual. Because I'm a type of guy who I'm not going to necessarily be the trump card and we're definitely gonna sleep together because we're in the bed naked.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just cool.
Oh
we're
yeah,
friends,
you know what's
what I'm
funny?
cool.
so
Yeah.
I don't trip about that.
Yeah.
So I can sleep, but I've been called why aren't you?
Be like, 'cause I'm not thirsty, that's
but
why.
because I'm not thirsty.
Exactly.
But the same women would talk about guys. Oh, this guy's thirsty. This guy, say, oh, he's trying to get on me, and then I'm like, okay, I take that as a sign because everything you say to me, I take as a sign. So I'm processing.
but they'll get
I'm
mad.
I'm processing this information. So I'm like, well, you actually said about this guy that he was like this, so therefore I'm not going to be like that.
Yeah.
So why are you on me now about not being like that when I'm not like that? Like,
Yeah.
It's women can be kind of confusing sometimes.
That's what they say.
Yeah, they'll say no, and then the second you're like, okay, cool.
Cool.
Then they're
okay,
like,
what's
they're
wrong?
like, what the fuck?
What's wrong with you?
What? You
Why
don't like me?
You don't like me?
Are you fucking gay?
Exactly. Right?
I get that. Yeah, dude. I'm on the exact same page with you on that.
So what is? So yes, explain yourself, woman. Explain for all the women out there. What is that?
God, we don't want you to be like pushy as fuck about sex. You're right. We
Right.
hate that
Okay,
shit.
cool.
You're
No
so
pushy
right.
as sex.
If you don't try to hook up with us, though,
But that's being pushy all of it.
it all depends on the scene. How long you been hanging out? Like, is this a one night thing? Like, what's going
Yeah.
on?
And
I
it
don't know. What's
it always
going
goes
on?
back to what you keep saying, Cindy, about it's a specific time and you pay attention. You have to
Of
pay
course.
attention to the moment, your intuition, what's
Nothing
going
but
on.
a journey on the road, and you have to look at the signs on the road to tell you when
Yeah.
to exit and tell you when to get on.
And I mean,
right?
Get on the vagina.
Get on the vagina. Women should come with road signs.
Well, the other
There
thing
should be
is,
an app for that.
Dangerous
But there
curves.
is an app for this, and I've been meaning to talk about this all week. The app where you have a virtual boyfriend. So there's an app out, new app out, and it's $25 a month, and they create you a virtual boyfriend.
That's really
It
scary.
sends you love letters, all sorts.
Like her,
new app,
but
new
him.
real app. People have been talking about it all week. It's been on a lot of talk shows. And things like that.
that's weird.
And yeah, it's $25 a month. I
Yo.
don't know if the app is called, and I'm not going to advertise it, but it's this virtual app where you actually pay for a boyfriend or girlfriend.
I wonder if it
boyfriend or
was made by
girlfriend.
the same people up in
dead.
Portland that they do the cuddling thing where you can go and you pay to cuddle
Right,
with
you
somebody
pay to
for like
cuddle.
half an hour. I swear to God, this is real. Like
That's a lot of places.
I will
though.
get paid. You can pay
Yeah.
me to cuddle. That's awesome.
All right, well,
smell
let's
good.
get your information
Yeah,
out
well,
there.
how much?
Let's build your website for that.
we could bank on that.
How much? Right?
I don't even think you
I'm
get to
trying
cuddle
to
with
make
cute people or
I want to
pick
make
the
a book.
sex.
I want to make a booking right now.
Yeah, you just have to like it would be like Sydney would be sitting there and we just cuddle.
But
I'm
actually,
just spreading the love.
that started in Japan. I think I'm pretty certain that actually started in Japan.
That makes sense.
That whole cuddling.
Japanese
thing,
people would be not Japanese people, but that shit would
that
come out of
culture,
Japan.
yeah. So that actually started overseas. The whole cuddling thing.
So it's funny because you come from the South, right? So you've been kind of all over. Or have you been all over? Did you just come straight from the South?
This year I was all over the country.
Okay.
I started shooting after Playboy, so I kind of went everywhere. But I've lived in the South forever until 3 months ago. Then I moved
3
here.
months ago, then you moved.
So you're a
out.
Southern belle, but you're also you're not afraid to get a little dirty, a little rough.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Okay.
the South, though. The
South is- it's the dirty,
You
dirty.
just actually explained the South.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean,
This prim and proper Southern Belle thing, but
But we
the
are all
South
ratchet,
is,
like on the inside,
right, exactly,
for sure.
down and dirty.
yeah. It's East
Everybody
Coast
knows
shit
Kevin
too.
Gates songs.
It's like everywhere but LA. Like LA is kind of like in and out. It's kind of the same, but
L.A.
you know.
is just L.A.
LA is it's LA. You can't. There's no definition for LA. It just
L.A.
is.
just L.A.
But yeah, I mean, because normally I would kind of lean to the idea that a lot of women aren't in contact sports and they might kind of crave because of our socializations, you're a woman, you're gonna play with tea sets. You're gonna be a man someday, so you're gonna play football.
The gender roles,
and
the traditional gender roles.
We're bred up in that, and like women aren't really allowed to ever do anything, and it's kind of like they start building themselves. So they got their nails, they got their hair, they start to care about that stuff. They don't ever want to ruin that, so they kind of like built their house on sand, so to speak, in a very metaphorical way. It'd be the same thing as somebody shooting themselves in the foot if they ever wanted to try this other thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, so, when you want to play flag football, you don't get to. So maybe you get that physical contact connection from a man.
Sex.
That's exciting. That's a cool way to think about it.
It's
I
like you're
never
playing
think about
sports.
So
that,
basically, you just want to be tackled by a guy.
I feel like if we're going to make it competitive, though, like I want to beat you up a little bit.
Oh, wow. Okay, you're into a little SMM?
I don't know. No, like I've slapped someone in the face before.
But did you slap it? Did you slap them because they were just being an asshole, or did you slap her for thrill sakes?
It was like both. I blamed it on the asshole, but it's because I wanted to.
Because you wanted to.
Because it's like the one time you're allowed to like slap somebody in the face. It's so much fun.
Yeah, no, and you can get that.
I've been slapped in the face.
There's
before.
a big spectrum. Oh, I got some fucking stories on this one.
Yeah, I've been slapped.
Being slapped in the face.
Yeah, no, not even slapped. Like I've had some weird shit happen.
Yeah, but you've had some weird people in your life. You've had some people with some issues in your life.
That's awesome.
I don't even want to get into it. Like we
all have
I've
issues,
had some
right?
very,
Somewhere or
very
another.
More issues
interesting.
than Vogue.
More issues than Vogue.
Saw it on the shirt.
So, what is it about a man taking what he wants that's so attractive to women, or is there
The knock him over the head, drag him away thing?
Yeah, like
cavemen.
That's hot.
Well, no, because
Is that hot too?
No.
Just kind of
I feel
come
like
here.
I associate that with like date rape drugs.
Yeah,
That's
I do
cheating.
too.
So
right.
don't knock
That's
him over the head, but I mean, basically, it's like if a girl says, "Okay, you're green lit," then she wants you to do that.
Right, exactly. It's like if a girl wants
But she'll
you,
never tell you when the green light's
If a girl
on.
wants you, you could do anything to her you want to.
Yeah.
If she
Yeah.
doesn't want you, then you're a rapist and you're an idiot and you're an asshole.
Yeah,
Basically, is that what it is? Did we just figure it out?
I guess so.
yeah, that might just be that.
That's the whole thing. That's the last chapter.
girl
in-
Walk
that's the
around
last
with green
chapter.
lights like when we're ready. Ding.
Yeah, but girls will never tell you when the green light is, so you kind of have to read their
You gotta
body language.
figure
So
it
they'll start
out.
hugging you differently. They'll start.
Well, though, I think that's the whole women wagging the tail, the female wagging the tail thing. If you look out in nature, the whole wagging the tail, come get it, chasing thing. That's female.
And
I
then
think
sometimes
females
you go
biologically-
after them and they shut you down because at some point they're like, "Oh, I really want this, but will he respect me? Because now I like him."
Well, I don't
And,
think
you know.
I don't think you're ever
So
shut
true.
down.
Yeah.
I don't think you're ever shut down. I think you're just kind of
Well, she'll stop you on one front and be like, "You can't sleep with me
You got to
tonight."
follow the yellow brick road to the wizard. All these things had sexual references. All these movies from old, they all had sex. So you got to keep following the road until you get to.
Not to be too crass, but I actually looked up online. There's this like 50 different names for vagina, and one of them was wizard sleeve, and I was like,
Wizard sleeve.
I fucking died.
Wizard sleeve.
Yeah.
Never heard that one before.
See, those,
Wait,
like-
what was that? One of my friends used to always say they're like, wait, no, it's some fucking movie where they're like her vagine hang down like sleeve of wizard. That's
Yeah,
Borat.
Borat, like sleep.
That's what comes to mind.
So yeah, follow the yellow brick road to the wizard. It's kind of a perfect perfect analogy there.
No, it is.
I feel like you're confused now.
I kind of am. No, I'm following.
Okay, good.
So tell
Well,
us
keep it going.
tell us a little bit more about.
I feel like you guys
Lindsey.
are thinking so hard into it.
No, we're not.
That's what we do here at Modern Male Radio. We think into things.
I like that.
We get
That's
into it.
why we have a radio show.
That's why they're getting late.
Yeah, we get into it.
You're
That's
not.
probably why we're getting late. Right. So tell us more about Lindsey Pelas. Like, what is your day to day? What is your day to day? What do you do?
What do I do? Okay, so I'm at this like weird point in my life. Recent college
Weird
grad.
point. Okay.
Just moved.
What was your major?
History. I got my bachelor's in history.
Bachelor's in history
Considered
from
law school.
LSU.
LSU.
There you go.
LSU.
I'm kind of smart.
What's
Nobody
the
knows.
what's the mascot of
The
LSU?
Tigers.
Yeah, I know.
Don't act like you don't know.
No, the tiger. That's tiger, female tiger.
I honestly didn't know,
Right.
but-
Oh,
They're
put
like,
it all
they're
together.
supposed to be big in sports. I'm not a sports.
I follow certain things, and then there are things that I know nothing about, and that's one of those things.
Well, that's one. That's where I went to
We
school.
follow vagina. Everything outside of that, but I don't know anything. About.
There's a lot of vagina at LSU, so that's good.
You ask me the mascot of vagina, I'll tell you every time.
Oh my god.
That is not true at all, Sydney. What are you talking about?
So this weird point in your life.
Yeah, so I moved across the country 3 months ago. I kind
Mm-hmm.
of had this feeling. I started modeling with Playboy and I knew that there were more opportunities.
So how'd you get into the Playboy modeling?
So I'm a bucket list chick. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do
wow.
it. I was voted most ambitious, so I try to live up to my high school title.
That's awesome.
So lame. But no, so it was literally 6 months after I graduated from college. They had a casting in Dallas. I thought it was so meant to be, and I went, and I had a lot of success. After that, it was the first thing.
I had a
that kinda
similar
got my-
experience.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Playgirl magazine?
No, Structure Underwear. It was an underwear
cool.
model.
There you go.
So, yeah,
That's hot.
I like
very,
that brand.
very similar. Very similar. It was after college. Actually, I was in grad school and I had to take a semester off because of some crazy stuff that happened. And I was just kind of sitting around, and I went to this. I was like, let me go to this casting. And funny enough, that I took one of the first picture I took. I was the first guy there. I was the actual first, because I was sussing out the scene. I was like, I don't really feel comfortable being here, so let me be there first and just kind of see everybody walk in and see what was going on. So I was the absolutely first person there, and then another guy came. I forgot his name. We talked. He came with his mom. He came with his mom. I was talking to his mom. We were talking together. We were like, oh, it's kind of weird. And I was like, so everyone started showing up and took a picture, and the day went on. It was like, this is like a 7-hour day. You know what I'm saying? It's very long, very long day.
That was long.
And I'm just chilling there. And I look at my picture. I'm like, I don't really like this picture. It's like 5 hours have passed. And I see people that I know. Some people, some of the guys that I know from school are there. And I'm like, I'm going to take another one. So I walk in there. I was like, can I take another picture? So I took another. They're like, sure. I took another picture. And that's the picture they chose. So as they're calling, as they're calling the final 10 out, you know what I'm saying? So obviously from like 5,000 people, they call the final 10, and I'm chilling, and I'm like, it gets to like 7, so I'm exiting. I'm
They made you wait that
I'm
long.
getting the hell out of here. I'm like, because it's half embarrassment. It's like, I came to this thing. I'm in my underwear, and I'm not getting picked. So I'm like literally in the back. I'm totally in the back. It's like thousands of people there, and they say Sydney I'm like number 9 called. So I had to go all the way back. I'm like, excuse me, I'm here. Right. So, what I'm saying, lo and behold, then I, ended up winning the regional competition, and then, very similar.
And then you became the shit.
But the funny thing is, so everything's meant to be.
Yeah.
Because I'm the joke teller. In my school, I'm the joke teller.
Well, wait, I wouldn't say meant to be, because at some point there was that little.
Let me finish the story.
No, there was a moment where you had an instinct, and you said, "Hey, I'm gonna go take a new picture."
Right.
You gotta follow that, because
You gotta follow your instincts.
people
yes.
think that meant to be means, hey, it's just gonna drop in your lap, and it's.
No, you gotta follow your instincts.
Yeah.
So we're in the back, and one of my boys got picked as a regional final, and he's like, he goes for his interview before me. So I'm trying to get inside information from him. I was like, yo, so what they ask you? I'm trying to cheat, right? He's like, well, they kind of asked me about what I do, and what I'm saying, what my aspirations are, and I went, oh, okay. So I went, and I'm telling you, there's a radio announcer on there. He's like, the first thing I want you to do before you do anything is tell a joke. And I'm the joke teller.
Well, perfect.
I have 15 unbelievable funny jokes I can tell at any point in time. I've done it in front of 25,000 people tell jokes. And at that, I was like, wow, I get that question. Out of the 10 people, I get that question. He could have posed that question to any one, and people would have been stumped, because to tell it really, and I have an unbelievable joke that I tell. And it's funny, and that's basically what won me the competition.
What was joke?
I'll tell you. I'll tell the joke next week. If you want to hear the joke that I told
Tune in next week.
For the structure underwear model competition, tune in next week.
Come on, I want to hear now.
No, we're not gonna tell the joke now.
Ah.
Suspense. I
The
love
suspense,
it.
right? It's like, come on.
It's killing me.
No, but I'm like, you gotta
Palpable.
get people to tune in something. It's an unbelievably funny joke. I'm gonna tell it next week on Modern Male Radio. So tune in next week for Modern Male Radio to hear this unbelievable joke that won Sydney Hall, the regional competition in Washington, D.C., Structure Underwear Model Search.
All right, there we go.
Woo.
Yeah. So tune in next week, guys, for that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of a personal question, but we're getting right into it here. I know that a lot of people have, a Playboy. A lot of people consider that kind of a different kind of modeling, and I was wondering where that line is for you. Do you give a shit? Is it something that because you seem kind of like. I don't want to put words in your mouth. Go for it.
No,
Tell
wait,
me.
what do I seem like? I have to know.
You seem like, just from getting to know you a little bit just now and before the show,
To own it.
Yeah, you just don't give a shit. Like
Yeah,
you
no,
seem
I'm confident.
For you, it
Yeah.
seems like you were like, hey, I want to do Playboy. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And like you didn't. There was no. And a lot of people, they'd be like, oh, like there would be a huge difference.
Just a stigma that's placed on
Yeah, it's a
things,
stigma.
things
no,
in
I
our
had
society.
a boyfriend,
Yeah.
He hated it. My parents were pissed, and
Oh, your parents were pissed?
my mom was. She hated it, but I mean, you can't fight fate. There's some things you're meant to do, and you
And
can't.
your dad?
worry
And
about
your
what-
dad?
my dad, you know, it might be a little weird, but my dad's proud of me for sure.
Yeah.
I know he is.
That's good.
But so to me, I think sometimes Playboy gets associated with porn.
Yeah.
And I read this meme because I live through memes like everybody else now.
Mm-hmm.
It says porn is sex, not sexy. It's not like I'm walking around with Aristotle and Isosceles and they're building sculptures of naked chicks, because that would have been me. But there's not. If we take pictures now, I'm not doing anything suggestive. It is my pure
that's
naked
good.
body.
Very, very good point.
My pure naked body. If that invokes some kind of emotion in you, that's awesome. But if it, I mean, that's just me. It's
we were
me
born
in
naked,
history.
right?
Yeah.
I always felt the same way. I was like, look, if somebody really wants to take a picture of me naked, and it like you, if it is that, you know, important to you, I'd be like flattered as hell.
Okay, I got a confession. I did some naked pictures before.
I mean,
It was
everybody's
for
sending, like,
art
dick pics
book. It was when I first started modeling, and it was for art book, and I was crazy nervous, and you know, my agent was like, dude, you know, this is the business.
Yeah.
You know, and it was, you know, very artistic. You know what I'm saying? It was like this Garden of Eden scene, but the stuff was covered, but I'm naked in the studio. I'm like, oh, and I'm like, you gotta understand, I just graduated. I did a year of grad school. I was a teacher before that, so my mind is totally not in this modeling zone, which is normal. This stuff is. So I talked to a few people, and I had a couple good guy friends that were actually guy models that were actually modeling for a long time. And when I asked them, everything to their reaction of me asking them had me say, "Oh, okay, that's what I'm totally gonna do it." They were like, "Dude, what?" I was like, "We all do it."
Oh,
Nothing.
good.
They're like, you know what I'm saying? When I asked them, they're
Yeah.
like, "What are you talking about? Like, why is that a big deal?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." That reaction was like, "Oh, okay, maybe it's not a big deal. Maybe I'm just making it a big deal."
Yeah.
Yeah,
world
no,
makes it a
for
big
sure. And it's funny how that
Those will
dynamic
probably
can
come out
work.
soon now, right?
It's funny. I'm sitting here thinking
If
about,
you can find them. If you find them, let me know, because I haven't seen that either.
Oh
It's
my
like,
God.
I'm actually going through my head thinking of all
30
the
years ago.
ex-girlfriends that have photos of me, and I'm like, oh shit, you know. But
I've never done any of
what's
that
even
stuff.
funnier is that I posted a picture of Sydney on Instagram, all cut and shirtless, and it turns out it was a 15-year-old Sydney. The man hasn't aged a J.
What?
You can't blame me.
exactly.
That
I
is
was like,
hilarious.
yeah,
Yeah.
watch it. You know what I'm saying? You might be brought on child pornography charges, posting pictures of 15-year-old kids.
My
you know?
bad. My
That is
bad.
awesome.
Yeah. So that was probably the most eloquent I've ever heard it put.
Yeah,
ever.
and it was,
You know, that's what they say. I'm eloquent.
You did a
I'm
very, very
joking.
good job of it. And no, but
Eloquencia, that's her new name.
it's very to the point. It's very specific, and I think that that's a testament to a lot of girls. I think that kind of in this society,
like
women are
this
taught to hate
past-
their
wait,
bodies.
This past
be afraid of them.
maybe like last half year, last year's half year, you had all the actresses coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Doing
Rihanna,
doing the titty
Amber
thing.
Rose. Wait, so what about like the Free the Nipple campaign? Have
The
you
nipple,
seen
yeah,
that?
well, that's
The
what I'm talking
fuck
about.
is that? No.
The nipple campaign. That's what I'm
How
actually
sick
talking
is
about.
that?
the
You
nipple
know what I
campaign.
wonder? There's still women getting fired for like sexy pictures online.
Yeah,
or, like,
or not
Halloween.
not getting hired.
Exactly, like
Yeah.
Halloween photos, things like that. They warned me of that when I was in college when
Mm-hmm.
we were talking about careers, and I'm like, so if women are allowed to walk around topless in the world, what's going to be racy anymore? Like, how are you going to get fired for that bullshit anymore? It's kind of mind blowing.
Yeah, no, it's
Right,
it's
no, of
decent.
course.
It's
yeah.
desensitization.
You make things normal.
And
know
it's
what I'm saying?
brilliant.
Once you make things normal, it's not really a big issue.
Yeah.
Well, and it's funny because I don't want to like completely go the other direction, but the black community did that with the N-word. They
Not yet.
Well, not yet, but
I'm like, hold up, right?
for at least
a whole lot
for
of
at least a
issues about
double
that, right?
for at least a double standard's sake. They
Not
did.
yet,
Yeah.
right? It's-
I mean, it's no longer something that's offensive between between in the black community to the
It
black
still
community.
is.
To some people.
to some people.
but
Everything's
Yeah.
to some
It's-
people.
it's
I'm like, but no,
been
but you have to
desensitized a
understand,
little
if you know the history, black people between black people were calling themselves that way back, way back. The 30s. So, yeah, I'm like, that's not a new thing to one black person to refer to themselves.
Yeah, but
And
there was a
that's
whole
actually-
bunch of people that
but
like
it's
broke
actually-
away from it, learned, and then their kids picked it back up.
It has, you know what I'm saying? One, you had the civil rights kind of era, which kind of went another way, but that was a new thing. You know what I'm saying? Being, calling each other that was nothing new. We think it's new because everyone's now kind of involved with internet and radio, and everyone's kind of interconnected.
Yeah.
So what you have made thought that, it's just because you didn't know and you weren't in those, in that culture, you just didn't, you weren't
Wasn't
privy,
in
you
the
weren't
South.
privy to that information, because that wasn't your arena that you dwelled in. But it's not something that
So you don't feel like it came from a like a desensitizing standpoint? It was actually just something that was
just-
it was a
it's
habit and it continued through. Okay, so we'll use a different example.
Talk. It's just talk, man.
You're like about to say it.
I'm like, don't get me wrong. I say it all the time.
Uh-huh.
I have no problem with the word because I don't believe that. I believe we make words. Words don't make us.
So true.
So what have you got coming up, Lindsey? I mean, now that we've covered that, and I kind of feel like with that mindset, the sky's the limit. There are a whole bunch of things that would normally limit a person, but maybe limit them in their own mind. Where are you going to go from here?
That's a good
But I
question.
got a problem with some people saying the word. No,
No, so I have a couple of magazines that I'm shooting for next month. They're pretty nice. One including
Can you tell us any of them?
I'll
Spoiler
give you a
alerts.
secret. One is for like MMA UFC community.
Oh,
it's
nice.
It's one of those fighter type of magazines.
There we go.
Little
Tough girl.
secret. But I don't know.
Have you ever done any ones for marijuana? Marijuana's
No.
become this huge explosion. So you see a lot of buds and booties.
Buds and booties?
So you see a lot of magazines that are mixing
genre.
the female the female body with with the marijuana crops and things like that. Which is it's
My taste though, I always like to keep it like kind of. I always try to hold myself to a good standard.
But marijuana, no, hold up
No.
now.
It all
Don't be
depends.
dissing marijuana.
Buds and booties. I mean, I'm never gonna post anything called Buds and Booties ever.
Yeah, fair enough.
But
I mean,
they have slick, nice magazines that they use women.
Oh, I think we've all stumbled on to the very, very
advertise
not so hard to find
marijuana
out
products.
fact that basically where women are, men's eyes follow.
Right,
So
exactly.
if you put a girl on the hood of a car, he wants that car. If you put a
Yes,
girl here,
exactly.
if we put girls on the show, they listen to the show. So it's actually
I was
it's not
asking
rocket
you-
science.
I was asking you,
Hashtag you're
it's a
welcome.
huge industry.
Yeah,
It's a-
thank you
kidding.
so much.
It's a huge industry. It's growing, and
Literally.
the model aspect of
Literally growing.
of what you do. You know what I'm saying? Is coming into play
Yeah.
a lot in that industry.
Yeah.
So that's
I think there's a lot of chicks that could be great for their brand and their kind of taste. I do everything to my taste. I'm not saying yes to everything and no to everything, but
Okay.
there's a style that I follow.
Okay.
And I don't know.
Any acting
just
in the
what you
future?
like.
Or is it just modeling?
That's my goal.
That's your goal.
Okay.
I actually got this like dope audition the other day, but I'm so brand new and I'm not gonna jump into acting before I'm coached well.
Do you
Yeah,
think,
yeah,
do you
yeah.
I
think,
need
do
a
you
little
think
bit of
this could
time.
hinder you in terms of the specific route you took could hinder you in
You know-
getting into acting or help you?
People want to say things hinder you, but I remember when Kim Kardashian got fucked on camera, and then look at where she is now. So
I heard that she did that on purpose. That was actually leaked on purpose to develop
Really?
nationwide exposure.
I think that
knows,
people can
right?
reinvent
Who
themselves and
knows
do
the
anything
stories
they want.
that come out after the fact, right?
But I mean, just
But
that.
no, I like your point. No, I love your point.
Now
I
on the
love your-
cover of Vogue, started with a sex tape. I mean, I think people can do anything. It doesn't matter where you are, where you started, or what you did.
true.
You can do anything.
Yeah, it's just what you do with the opportunities that come, and if you're
Yeah.
really going to build on them.
It's the power of your mind.
I had somebody talking about reality TV the other day, and she was like, nobody's
power
ever,
that you choose to use.
nobody's ever come out of reality TV in a good way. But it's funny because I
don't know
wonder
about
how many
that.
of them were really
Yeah.
prepared to come out of the reality TV out the gate and had something already lined up.
Some people haven't come out of real acting situations too cool, right?
Which
As
reminds
Todd
me.
Bridges. No.
Oh my God.
We are, on our next show, we're actually going to cover some really cool friends to lovers stuff. We're going to be having.
Oh yeah. Who are we
Yeah.
having? Which one of my castmates are we having?
Is it Charlie?
Oh, you're on that
and
show?
I don't do the bookings.
Yeah.
I'm on the
I
show.
do everything.
Dope.
I booked the show.
Right.
If you guys got an email, you guys got it from me.
I kind of
pretty much
orchestrate everything. I'm like the grand wizard. And,
Yeah. Keep telling yourself
Yeah,
that.
right.
Save a wizard.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like
But we are having
wizard tongue.
I'm blanking on his name right now. I think it's Charlie and I want to
Dorian.
say Dorian. Okay, Charlie and Dorian. We're gonna have them in here next week.
Charlie and Darian.
Darian. And we're gonna be talking about their intimacy issues, and then we're also gonna be talking about your season, or I'm sorry, your episode, because that was very
Yeah, it was
interesting.
Episode 3 got kind of right.
Yeah.
Went a little crazy there.
Kind of want to get Jen in here and maybe talk some shit. But anyways,
Yeah,
okay,
dating your best friend can be hard, can be challenging.
it can be challenging.
Yeah. If you allowed to get challenging.
If you end up dating
And
them.
things can change, you know.
We don't know
How
if
you
they're
how you
dating
hang
them.
out, how you talk to them, you know what I'm saying? You may have a feeling like once you get into that dating zone and away from the friend zone, things can kind of get jumbled up. So
I bet.
So tune in, Monday,
I've never
10 p.m.
dated anybody that was in the friend zone. I kind of think that
I have. And it always gets, It always gets pretty weird.
I bet it's tricky. My best friend's my dog, so we can't date.
Whoa.
Well,
could,
you know,
I
they have
would.
Well,
they
back-
have,
I love that dog.
they have sites
back
for
to,
that too. So
Back to being aggressive. If I like somebody, I'm never gonna end up in the friend zone. Fuck that. Like if I like you, you are fucked.
What if you grow to like him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
never
never-
happened to me. I've never friend zoned
well,
somebody and
young-
been like, oh, I'm attracted to you later. I'm either
Well,
attracted to you or I'm not.
right. Well, young Jedi, you have a long way to go. You have many years. You have many years to experience many things.
I've just never like.
Yeah, well, you're
I've
20,
never
you're 27.
grown
You're
to-
28 now.
I can usually tell.
Happy belated birthday to
Thank you.
Jared's birthday was this past Sunday, so
Happy
modern male radio out there. Happy
Yes.
birthday.
Yes, it
Happy
was.
belated.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was a good birthday
It was
party.
a good birthday party.
Special-
I exited early, you know.
Yeah,
But,
you did. I was.
but I was there.
Special thanks to John Avila of Groove International for throwing that
Yeah,
party
John
for me.
Avila.
That was awesome. We've had
And
him
his
on the
women.
show.
Oh, his women are hot, man.
Oh my.
His
Yeah, I
women are
showed up in an
hot.
all white like suit.
A
And
birthday suit.
Yeah.
That always is a birthday.
Yeah, it's my
always
birthday
a
suit.
birthday suit, right? That's the, everyone that has a birthday party, they usually wear all white.
And it just so
right?
happens that he had 3 go-go dancers that were all like Fifth Element, and they had like white tape all over
Yes.
them. So it was like I stood there, and it looked like we all came together. It was awesome.
It did. I
Wow.
did.
I
I
was like
thought
a-
that
like
was
a-
your. I thought
yeah.
that was your entourage. I was like, wow. He
I need
bought.
to see
Okay.
a photo of this.
It's on my Instagram.
It's on Instagram. Yeah, it's
You
on my
should follow
Instagram.
me. You gotta follow me.
Yeah, it's on my
Can I do it
Instagram.
now?
Yeah, you can do it now if you really want.
It's gonna follow Sydney Hall of Fame. Let's do that now on air.
On air.
Sydney
On
spelled
air
like
in
Australia.
Actually, if it's gonna
Sydney
take-
spelled like Australia. Sydney Hall of Fame.
You know, everybody screws up your name all the time. People.
Well,
are,
it's spelled spelled a couple ways. So
see, but I just always kind of got the Sydney thing. It's like okay, it's a Y.
yeah, but Sydney Poitier spells his SIDNEY.
Yeah, fair
So
enough.
you have a lot of SIDs
Well, I
and you have
found
SYDs.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm SYDNEY. Hall
That is an
HALL.
all-white outfit.
There you go. Yeah.
Right.
Something serious.
It's yeah. I mean, I had to.
It was kind of tight. It was really tight.
You know
But
what it was?
It was really tight, but it was cool.
I was like, look,
I saw where you were going with that.
I'm 28. I turned 28, so I was like, look, you may not really ever wear anything like this again, and you gotta wear your loud bangy stuff now because there's gonna come a time where it's literally
Where
gonna
you
be
can't wear
systemized forever. Yeah.
You can't.
Or
that.
maybe not forever, but maybe that suit past 30 would be a faux pas. I mean, depending on if I was going to
I
a
don't
rave.
know. I don't know. Yeah, well, I've seen it all.
Yeah, fair enough.
But it was a great party. You know what I'm saying? We loved I loved being there, and I did exit, but the time I was there, I had a great time.
It was a lot of fun. I wish you could have been there.
I know. What the hell?
I don't know if I
Next
invited you.
is my
Wait, what?
birthday.
I might not have invited you.
Why?
Did you know her before?
Are we friends on Facebook?
Oh no, you did not invite me at all.
Okay, so then we're not.
But I
friends on
thought you
Facebook.
meant like as of now after we hung out, like you.
Oh yeah,
didn't invite me. I was like,
you're
that's
totally
cool.
invited to everything.
Yeah, you're invited to everything now.
You're invited to everything. You're
I
I
actually,
have like 5 friends in LA, so that's a good thing.
well, bring them too. They're invited to everything too.
One more thing before we close out. While I was reading about you online, by the way, you got to get a website with a bio and stuff.
Well, I'm actually trying to figure out the direction I'm going before I do that. I don't want to
Okay.
do it all sexy if I feel like I want to compose something.
I'll
more.
consult you on this a little
You
bit.
know,
I got
I'm
She
some.
working
knows
on
what
it.
she's.
I
This
got
is a
some
woman
pointers.
that
I really
knows
am.
exactly
like,
what
people
she
think
wants.
I don't know what I'm doing, but
Oh
I know.
man!
So
right?
you got this
minute.
interview of
No
you
rush.
talking about, or it was a bio on some website, and it was saying that you're a bartender.
Farmers only.
You've heard every pickup line known to man.
Yeah.
What
Do you
did
bartend her
have a few
also?
pickup lines off the
Still
top of
do.
your head?
Nice. Where?
My favorite. I mean, one was I want to use your panties as a coffee filter. I died. But my favorite thing is like on Instagram, those comments can get insane, and I'll take a picture of them every day, like all kind of stuff. I can go on my.
Tell us
last
some of the
picture.
comments that you got.
Oh my
Run them down.
God.
Give us the 5 top ones. The 5 top crazy comments that you got.
Oh my God.
or
okay.
requests.
Yeah.
Well, one of them, this guy was commenting about how his friend wanted to get to know me. He's like, "Bro, tell you have cancer." That's terrible. It's terrible, but it's so funny. I was just like, "What?"
No, well, the terminal ill thing is kind of old.
What?
Yeah, oh, it's totally old. Yeah.
Who the fuck does
Oh my
that?
God, what?
Yes,
Who
though.
does that? My gosh, that's totally old.
What?
That's like so 90s. The terminally ill thing, that's so 90s.
Oh,
so 90s,
I
yeah.
can't even I can't even fathom being that desperate.
Yeah.
So there's one guy I feel bad, like, because he might be watching this, but if you are, it's okay. But he has a thing for mustard. like a fetish.
That's
like
cool.
Well, he's constantly talking about how he
Wants to dip you in mustard and lick it.
or like puts it on his face or like all kind of
It puts the mustard on its face.
Yeah.
Okay,
And I
alright.
might get like 55 musters a day. And
Oh,
I'm just
wow. Like that many.
55 mustards.
Is that not the weirdest shit
no,
you've ever heard?
did you say 55
Yeah.
mustards?
Mustard messages.
Mustard
Messages.
messages.
Well, you know, it's
pertaining
not the
to-
weirdest thing I've ever heard. I heard Charlize Theron has a stalker that sends her bags of urine.
Yeah, I didn't know a lot of people get urine. A lot of people get urine. I know a lot of guys, a lot of famous guys get urine all the time. They get urine spilled them on the stage, like especially artists. They get bottles of urine thrown at them. Yeah, that's
What
like.
the f-
Oh yeah.
God,
Like the big pop stars always talk about getting urine thrown at them. Always talk about
If
getting
anybody
urine.
ever threw urine at me,
You'd be a fist fight. You'd be out there just beating the shit out of people.
I would have to
weird-
win at them. I'd have to do something really
There's
bad.
there's some freaky weird stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? People's imaginations go very far.
You could shit in their mouth or something.
All right.
That's
Well,
so
okay.
sick.
So,
Well, on that
all
note-
right. On that note, Rob, thanks for tuning into Modern Male Radio.
Actually, we're not done yet. We still have some time. This is one of the only shows where it didn't like buzz by. So, where can people find you? What have you got to promote? What's coming up right now that, like, obviously?
Oh, right this minute. Why didn't I think about it? So Playboy.com. I'm their Cyber Girl of the Month for May. So we're doing our voting for Playboy
Cyber Girl?
Cyber Girl of the Year.
Now, what is a cyber girl?
A cyber girl is essentially like what they do like with Playmates, but online. It's
Okay.
all online since
Everything's
is-
online?
Yeah, it's 20.
So, do people need to call in and vote for you? Or?
No, you don't call. You just vote on PlayboyPlus.com. My links are
Playboy.
on all of my social media websites, which are my
So
name.
it's
And
Lindsey
voting-
Pelas
Yes.
at Playboy.
Just go to Lindsey Pelas on Instagram. The link's
Okay, cool.
right there.
There it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
and the more they vote,
Lindsey
the
Pelas on
higher up you
Instagram.
go, the more you get paid. Or what's the
So
dividend
if
for you?
if I win the Girl of the Year, I get to represent Playboy one more year as their Girl of the Year, and I'll do 12 pictorials that
Okay.
come out every month. There'll be more of me, and I get to
More of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's
This might
not
be
so
the
long
last
about
time you get
that?
to see me naked for a while because I'm going to be a little bit.
Well, I'm voting
Yeah.
for her.
Yeah. So go
I'm like,
online
cool,
right now. Yeah, and vote
cool,
for her.
beautiful,
We
sexy,
need some more.
down the earth chick right here. You got my vote. All right.
Thank you.
Definitely. Go online and vote.
Unless I
right
meet another
now.
cool, down the earth.
Hate you.
That's playboyplus.com.
He's like, Miss June's coming tomorrow.
Is that playboyplus.com
Cool,
or
too.
Playboy
I'm
Plus
so
TV?
confused.
PlayboyPlus.com.
Okay, playboyplus.com. And then people can find you what's your biggest social media platform?
Instagram.
Instagram, yeah.
Instagram.
I'm
Everyone's
Instagram, girl.
Instagram is the thing, man.
Yeah, I
think,
completely switched over all my focus from
Yeah,
Facebook
Instagram.
to
I'm like,
Facebook
Twitter's
is
still,
sick.
Twitter's still big.
Twitter's
still
so
big.
cool. Twitter will always be there, but like Facebook people are sharing these bullshit articles to
You know,
get
let me
followers.
tell you something. I am totally
Oh,
not
yeah.
myself on Facebook. It's my Facebook. I'm like, because I go on my guilty pleasure is to go on Threads and really mess with people.
Oh, so you're a troll. You're a troll.
Oh my god!
Oh, really?
No.
Oh my God.
No. It's I troll the trolls.
Hell
That's what I
yeah.
do. I troll the
Oh,
trolls.
yeah, I've got a couple
So
forums
no.
for you.
So the people out there trying, I get at them. You know what I'm saying? I go after the trolls. So I troll the trolls. Yes.
That sounds like a
I like
really
that.
productive way to spend your time.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just
Yeah,
fun.
fair
Sometimes you gotta be mindless. Sometimes you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to be mindless. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of the Zen thing for me. It's just go on there, and I'm a talker,
Just
and
talk a
I'm a
little
talker.
shit.
I'm a debater. I'm a kind of I'm opinionated. So it's called venting.
Yeah.
You know?
I did that once on
No,
a
it's called
thread.
venting.
400 comments later.
Instead
I
of
decided
knocking
to call it a
somebody,
day.
instead of running up on somebody and getting in the wrong mood and knocking somebody out, I go on Facebook and vent.
See, I'd rather be in that situation. That
Oh,
situation
see,
is so.
see,
It's
see
more.
that?
I understand that better.
No, I love when
right?
people
No.
are mean to me online.
I hate it.
I love it. I love
I'm like,
it.
you
love
asshole. I'm a good
it.
person.
But I think, you know what I'm
love
saying? But
it.
actually, for some people, it's getting dangerous because people go at each other on Facebook as if they're real. As this is real beef,
Yeah,
real
but-
problem.
Yeah.
And you see it on Facebook now that people are starting to go to people's houses.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
be very careful what you say to people on Facebook because people are showing up. No, there's
Yeah,
this,
don't go talking
there's
shit.
This what's the name?
Exactly.
There's
Talk
this
shit.
YouTube video of a guy showing up another guy. What's his name? Banging his
Yeah,
car.
I saw
Banging
that.
his, banging his car.
But the
and
other dude was
everything.
being a bitch.
And
Posted
did-
shit online,
Right.
and it's like, look, if you pretend like your computer wasn't there and talk to me to my face like that,
Right.
You
You
wouldn't.
wouldn't.
Own
Do
it.
it.
Own it.
Own
Own
it.
it. Whatever you say, own it.
Own it. And like that's I fucking had this conversation. I was actually hoping they would call in. I gave them all these fuckers my phone number, and I was like, call into the radio show and let's talk about this.
Let's talk about
That
it.
is
live
awesome.
in real time.
I've
Since
so-
you seem to think that
I've always been that person. Let's talk
Yeah,
about
well, I
it.
took
Let's say what's up.
I took
We
that
got
page out of
we
your
got an
book. I
issue.
was like,
Let's
hey,
talk
let's
about
do
it.
this.
Come on, let's get it done.
You know what?
Because one thing I don't like leaving issues standing. That's
I just
me.
don't like somebody talking tough
I don't like
when they have a buffer in front of them. It's like going,
Right.
oh yeah, but they're behind their mom.
I'm like,
or their dad, and they're talking
I'm like,
shit.
let's
It's
sort this out now.
Yeah, come
I
on.
love like when people test me though, like and how I come back and see how they change. This one chick
Oh, yeah,
commented on my
totally.
stuff yesterday, and she was like rude as fuck, talking about how why are you wearing a sports bra with like makeup on, and like she was just like hating on me for no reason. And I went with this. I said, you know, you're a lot prettier than most people who talk shit to me. I was like, you're too cute for that.
That's that passive
She
aggressive
took it
shit.
all back. She
Yeah, of
felt
course
so
she
bad.
did.
She was so
Yeah.
flattered.
Oh yeah, that's called the 1-2 for me. You know what I'm
Another
saying?
guy-
I do that all the time.
That's the
throw
best.
a little comment, throw a little compliment in there with a little diss. I do that all the time.
That's all
You've
they
heard me.
need.
Yeah. I
You've
just
heard
tell
me do
them
that.
inbred. I'll be like, okay, look, you need to go back to the farm, motherfucker.
No, because I do believe that we're all, you know what I'm saying, we all have our issues. We all have our stuff with us. You know, no one's damn perfect. So I don't really judge people. I kind of, you know, I'm like, I'll show you I'll be a mirror for you and show you yourself.
I think
but I'm not
take
going to
it-
judge you.
Yeah,
but I'm not
I
going
like
to judge
that.
you.
Of
I think I take
course.
it more personally because
Stop taking shit personal,
I'm not
man.
just I didn't just it wasn't like I showed up and I'm not just the talent. I'm also the guy that's working my ass off, building the shows,
Stop taking
doing
it
all the
personal,
stuff.
brother.
I wrote the book. I'm doing all of this stuff. Like I fuck you. So when somebody's like, "Hey, fuck you," I'm like, "Okay, well that's cool. What did you really mean by like?" And I'll try and get to the bottom
Jared's
of
going
it.
to pull up his skirt
Man,
now.
Fuck off.
Jared's going to pull up
That's
his skirt now,
cute.
right?
No, but it's just like it's crushing to have worked for like 2 years and then have somebody be like, "Oh, you're a fucking tool," and it's like,
Well, be everything.
look
Be
at that forever.
everything to yourself, so you don't have to
Yeah.
worry about people.
Exactly.
well, you
So
know what I
true.
learned? I learned right off the bat. It's like, okay, cool. Maybe I'm coming off a certain way. Maybe it's something I need to
Or maybe
pay attention
it's
to.
maybe
or
it's their issues with themselves.
or maybe it's that, you
Come
just ignore 'em.
on, don't take other people's issues on
Yeah.
to your issues
This is
because
new
you have
for me.
because you
Nobody
have
talks shit to
because
me.
you have enough issues
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, people talk shit to me my
no,
whole
that's
life.
what it is.
No.
That's what it is.
Nobody
Mr.
would ever talk shit to me in
Right.
person. Are you
That's
kidding me?
what it is.
When people see me, never silence, crickets. Nobody's
Right, that's what
ever
it is.
fucking stepped up
Until
to me
until
in my
Sid-
life.
until Sydney came
'cause they
in your
know I'll
life.
beat the shit out of them.
I
Until
get
Sydney
abused.
came in your life.
Well, you're not talking shit about me.
no,
I
of course-
I
of course
finally
not.
spent some time online. I'm finally in like internet groups, and for the first time in my life, I'm encountering people.
got some haters.
That's
yeah,
amazing.
and I'm like,
Yes,
that's new.
You had a little hate.
That's
like,
awesome.
I'm used to people talking
This is
shit behind my
first,
back.
This is first
but
dose
not-
of hate.
not
Let me
like-
tell you something.
Welcome.
I've had hate since I was 5. Sorry, brother.
I was born with the biggest
was-
boobs you've ever seen. People hate the fuck out of me.
I can.
Fair enough.
So mean.
Fair enough. I mean, people hate me behind my back.
Those are
Nobody-
real. So
nobody
so
would ever say it.
So the
to
question
my
of the
face.
day. So the question of the day. Those are real.
Hashtag they're real.
Yeah,
Hashtag
it says
those
that
are real.
all over the internet. Actually,
Hashtag those are real.
Woo.
By the way, 5'3", natural, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's like it's kind of like a selling point, I
Amazing.
guess.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Hashtag
my favorite
amazing.
thing.
Yeah, okay. Well, we
Did
are.
it hurt your back at all? Did you have back problems?
I mean, I'm strong.
You
so
strong?
I work out.
There we go. She works out.
Cause I know a woman.
But I mean, yeah.
Younger women born with big boobs. You know they have like, little back problems, so they kind of scale them back a little bit in the later years.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, my mom.
Not
did
gonna
that.
happen. Yeah, well, no, it's a real issue. I'm
Yeah.
like, you know,
True.
yeah.
So okay, cool. We are done.
Are we?
Wait,
Again.
it is. We're not done yet because we still have. It's day 29.
Day
of the
29.
Inner Gym Challenge. So if you haven't been doing your meditating, you've got those meditation letters in your inbox. You can
Yeah.
go in there. You can catch up. Do it all
You
in
can
a
catch
day.
up, or you can do another 30 days. You can just
Yes.
you can keep going with it.
Yeah, and you can go to theinnergym.com and you can find us at
Daily
Methods-
Meditator.
Well, yeah, you can find that at Daily Meditator or theinnergym.com. And you can find us at methodologyofthemodernmale.com. You can find us at facebook.com/methodologyofthemodernmale. Actually, fuck Facebook. We're going to do Instagram from now on. I
Yeah,
think that
Instagram.
just
So
became
Sydney,
official.
Delete
Sydney
your
Hall of
Facebook.
Fame and methodology of the modern
Methodology
male.
of the Modern Male, or Jerod Zavistoski on Instagram, and you can find us on Twitter. And fuck it, just Google something, one tagline
Right.
from this. You'll
You'll
find
find us. You'll find us.
us. Cool. Well, that's all for tonight, folks. Thank you.
And thank you very much, Lindsey Pelas, for coming out.
Yeah.
Hope to have
Yeah.
you.
This was
Hope to have you
awesome.
again and in the future. And we wish you the many, many successes that we know you're going to enjoy in the future.
Woo, thank you very much.
Awesome. Look her up and make sure to vote.
Yeah,
guys.
vote,
Yeah.
vote for Lindsey.
All right,
for
guys.
that.
Well, that's all for tonight, folks. Thanks for tuning in to Modern Male Radio.
Peace.
You're listening to Modern Male Radio with Jerod Zavistoski and Sydney Hall, right here on LA Talk Radio.